Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now, recently I saw a video by MNJTV, and if you've ever watched a Pokemon video on YouTube, you've seen his videos, or at least seen his videos come up. And I thought, you know what? This video is fantastic. I want to do this video. It's inspired by him, and shout out to him. And I mean, he doesn't need my shout out, but he basically had a massive spreadsheet where of every single type, every category, every generation, his favorite Pokemon listed. And I want to do the same thing. And it's not like a tier list because I'm also doing this by myself, not with Sebi. Purely all of my favorite Pokemon ranked. And now that I've done these tier lists, I have a bit of a more of a compendium of all the Pokemon in my head. Considering the later generations, I don't even know most of them by name. But I'll do my best. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. So here we are. And as you can see, this massive spreadsheet on the left. You have generations 1 till 9, and on the top we have all the different types, as well as starters, gimmick forms, legendaries, and your favorite at the end. And then you can make a team here. You can click the shiny charm to make them all shiny. And then we have all the different, favorite regional bird, favorite pseudo-legend, favorite Gigantamax, favorite Ultra Beast. There's a lot here. The further we go down the list, the harder it's going to be for me. Not because I find it so hard because there's so many cool Pokemon, but because my favorites are much less established, and I have to kind of just go off first impression. I also want to reiterate that these are just opinions. These are just my opinions. If you have other opinions, that's fine. These are just opinions, right? It doesn't matter, right? It's just Pokemon. It doesn't matter. Let me know your favorites. Your favorite team of 6 in the comments below. Tell me. Debate with me. I would love that. But keep it positive. Enough rambling. Let's get on with it. All right, let's get started. Normal Gen 1. There's a lot of good Pokemon there. There's a lot of good ones there, but I think, personally, I'm going to go for Snorlax. I love Pidgeot, I love Kangaskhan, I love Chansey, I love Tauros. No, we're going to go for Snorlax. Fire, Charizard, the obvious pick, maybe Magmar, Ninetales, maybe, Flareon, but I'm going to go for Arcanine. As a kid, it was my favorite Pokemon. Water now, Gen 1, there's a ton of water types, and a ton of great water types. We have Blastoise, we have Cloyster, Kingler, Slowbro, Vaporeon, Lapras. Blastoise was always my favorite out of the 3 starters, so I'm gonna stick with Blastoise. I actually really love Venusaur as well, and I love Charizard as well, but Arcanine just pips Charizard by a little bit. Venusaur and Blastoise I think are fantastic, especially Venusaur, pretty underrated. Electric, love Zapdos. Love Electabuzz. Pikachu, iconic, of course. Raichu's cool. But I'm going to go for Jolteon, which always was my favorite evolution until another one came along. You probably know which one that is. There's only a couple options here. It's kind of hard because I love Articuno. I think Articuno is very cool. And I really like Cloyster, but I think I'm going to pick Lapras. I think Lapras is a very cool, and especially I loved the anime as a kid. Gen 1 has some great fighting Pokemon. Well, this is a hard one because I love Hitmonlee, I love Machamp. I'm going to go with Machamp. I'm going to go with Machamp this time. It's a hard choice, though. There's a lot of poison types, and I'm going to do one thing first. We're going to go to Ghost, and we're going to pick Gengar, which I was going to pick anyway because Gengar is, again, one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Love Gengar so much, but that frees up a slot for the poison types, and of course we're going to pick Dragonite because Dragonite is great, but it's also the only choice. And now we can go back to poison. Now this is still not easy because Gen 1 has a ton of poison types, clearly, but it's got to go to Nidoking. It's going to go to Nidoking. I love Nidoking, I love Nidoqueen. Nidoking just edges it out a little bit. I think Nidoking is fantastic, it's awesome, everyone knows how good Nidoking is, so Nidoking. Now, I was thinking about picking Nidoqueen, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to pick Golem, because I think Golem is super cool. And then for Rock, I'm actually going to pick Rhydon, because I love Rhydon, I don't like Rhyperior. I think I said this in the Gen 4 video, that I don't like Rhyperior. Sebi loves Rhyperior, though. He thinks it's great. Flying, there's a lot, we're going to go back to that. Psychic, now obviously Mewtwo's there, but he's going to be my favorite legendary. Might as well pick him now, because it's Mewtwo. I mean, it's bloody Mewtwo. Of course he's going to be my favorite. Bug is going to be obviously Scyther. Dark, as you can see, there's no dark types. I think the Skeleton Kabutops is pretty cool, though. Now I'm going to pick the little substitute thing. The only steel type is Magneton. Fairy type, I like Clefable a lot, actually. And then we're going to go back here. Now, this is easy because Alakazam is in my top 6. It's in my team of 6 always. I love Alakazam, but Slowbro is also there, and I didn't pick Slowbro in water, and I also didn't. And I love Slowbro so much. I think Slowbro is probably Nidoqueen and Slowbro. If I could pick 3 Pokemon that aren't in this like top list, well, I could still pick Charizard here. I could pick Pidgeot too. Pidgeot's great. No, I'm gonna pick Charizard because I have the chance. I might as well. If I could pick 2 other ones, I would pick Nidoqueen and Slowbro. Oh, okay. You know what? Charizard is there. I'm not gonna go and do doubles, if I can avoid it. And then starter, I pick Charizard. Yeah, I think this would be my list for Gen 1. These are my favorites from Gen 1, so I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say about it. Leave it down in the comments. I want to know. Gimmick form. There's a ton here, and they're all very cool. But Charizard X, obviously, right? Of course. And then my favorite out of all of them, like I want to pick Charizard X. I want to pick Mewtwo. I want to pick Arcanine. I want to pick Gengar, but I'm gonna pick Alakazam. Alakazam is my favorite from Gen 1. Whew, Gen 2. I love Gen 2. A lot of people don't. A lot of people say, like, the Gen 2 Pokemon are bad, or the region's bad. I want to pick Teddiursa. Normal type. It's immediately hard, because I love Blizzy. I love Blissey. I love Ursaring. But I know I'm not done sparse. I'm going to pick Teddiursa. I'm going to pick Teddiursa. Yeah. In my opinion, it's the cutest Pokemon. By far. Fire. I mean, God. Houndoom, look, right? Okay. Again, if you watch the other videos, the tier lists, the legendary dogs are my 3 favorite legendary Pokemon. I'm gonna pick Entei, I'm gonna pick Suicune, and I'm gonna pick Raikou. Now, I love Ampharos, I love Feraligatr, right? But I love Houndoom, but the legendary dogs, they're gonna be my favorites. It's very lacking in grass. I'm actually one of those people who really likes Meganium. So I probably actually would pick Meganium, even though a lot of people just don't like it. When I first played a Hard Gold and Soul Silver, I actually used a Meganium. So I think a Meganium is cool. Ice, there's actually not that much choice. I think Sneasel is very cool, especially when I was a kid. I thought Sneasel was very cool. I thought it was a lot more powerful than it was. Fighting is going to be Heracross. Heracross is a great Pokemon. Poison, got to be Crobat. I mean, come on. It's got to be Phanpy, which is Erica's favorite Pokemon, and it's got to be the other cutest Pokemon. I mean, a Phanpy and a Teddiursa. I mean, what more do you want in terms of cute Pokemon? Now, flying. I'm gonna pick Lugia, but considering I've already picked all 3, and I'm not picking Ho-Oh or Celebi, I'm gonna pick Lugia in my legendaries, and then I'm gonna pick Skarmory. I love Skarmory. It's a fantastic Steel type and Bird Pokemon, and that allows me to pick Slowking. As sort of a not retribution, as sort of a make good of not picking Slowbro. I love Espeon. I think Espeon's fantastic, but I think Slowking. I prefer Slowking. Now I'm gonna skip Bug for a moment. And we're gonna go to Rock. And I mean that's gonna be Tyranitar, right? Obviously. We're gonna pick Ghost. That's only 1. Dragon is only 1, which I would pick Kingdra anyway. I think Kingdra is again one of my top 10. Kingdra is one of my top 10 Pokemon. Kingdra is fantastic. Gonna skip Dark, gonna skip Steel. Fairy is gonna be Azumarill. Love Azumarill. Very cool Pokemon. Starter. I think Feraligatr is probably the coolest out of the 3. I've never really been a big fan of Typhlosion. Dark, well, it's gonna be Umbreon, right? My favorite evolution and another one of my top 6. Now, if you don't know, and I might have mentioned this a few times, but Scizor is my favorite Pokemon of all time. If I can't use legendaries, most of my team of 6 is already on the screen now. So, yeah, I have a big affinity for the first couple of gens, up until the Gen 4, because I never played Gen 5. And I will one day on the channel play Gen 5, like Black and White 2, something like that. But for now, the first 4 gens, they hold a very dear place in my heart. I do not like... I've come to love the Scizor Mega, but it's still not the coolest here. I don't like the fat arms on the Heracross. I don't really like Mega Steelix, so it's between the other 3. I really like Mega Tyranitar. Mega Houndoom is very cool. And people don't like Ampharos because it's just hair on an Ampharos. But the fact that it's Dragon type, I think Mega Ampharos, I didn't give it its due in Electric type. And I've already selected Tyranitar. So I'm gonna give it to Mega Ampharos. And then my favorite is gonna be Scizor. I would also pick Umbreon or Kingdra, but it's gonna go to Scizor. Right, we're in Gen 3. Okay, Gen 3. I like Zangoose, but that's about it. I think it's gonna go to Swellow. I think Swellow is probably my favorite normal type in Hoenn. Gotta go to Blaziken. That doesn't seem like much of a that doesn't seem like a big choice. There's so many because it's Hoenn, right? So many water types. God, there's so many good picks here. From Walrein to Crawdon to Swampert. But I'm gonna go with Milotic. Electric, we don't have much choice. It's obviously gonna be Manectric, although Manectric's Mega, it's still the worst Mega in the game. I actually really like the Regis and I love Regice, but considering I didn't pick Walrein, I'm gonna pick Walrein here because Walrein is fantastic. I picked Blaziken already here, but there isn't much choice here, so I'm gonna actually not pick. I love Hariyama, but I'm gonna give it to Monkeyhita because Monkeyhita's kind of cute. Monkeyhita's kind of cute. I'm gonna tell you something embarrassing. I actually, even though Pokemon Ruby was my first Pokemon game, I played that when I was very young. I only found out during the Gen 3. I only found out during the Gen 3 tier list video. Groudon is not a fire type. I thought it makes sense. He lives in the magma. You know, he's a fire type. But then I realized his name is Groudon. Groundon. Right, sure. I didn't know that he wasn't a fire type. I love Swampert as well, but I'm gonna leave that open for a moment. Why is Shadow Lugia there? Oh my god. Salamence, Rayquaza. Oh, and then you got the psychic types in this gen are too good, man. Some types are really lacking. Like fire, electric is completely dead. Poison is completely lacking. But then you have like psychic. You know, you have types like psychic, which has so many good ones. It's got to be Armaldo. Armaldo's awesome. Steel is gonna be Aggron. Sorry, rock. That's rock. Ghost. Ooh, I love Dusclops, but I'm gonna pick Banette. Dragon, Dark. I love Crawdon. I think Crawdon's so cool. We gotta give it to one crab, but Absol just takes it, man. Steel, Fairy's gonna be Gardevoir. Chemiform has a lot of them. Okay, now we have to fill out these. How do we fill this out? I gotta just put respect on Groudon's name. Like, I love Swampert, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick you, and then I'm gonna pick Swampert. Boom. Nice. Perfect. No repeats. That's what I said. Shadow Lugia. Sure. It gives us the option. We're going to pick it. Psychic. I'm not going to pick any of the forms. I'm just going to pick Deoxys, but Deoxys is my favorite legendary. Dragon is going to be Rayquaza. Flying can be Shadow Lugia. Psychic is going to be Metagross. And then Steel can be Jirachi. That's perfect. Because Jirachi is Psychic Steel. Metagross is Psychic Steel. I mean, that works out perfectly. And then we can pick a Mega, which is super hard because they're all Mega Rayquaza is super cool. Mega Absol. Not this. Blaziken, Sceptile. Oh, God. I'm going to pick Crawdon here, and I'm going to pick Mega Absol. There we go. I think I mean, I would love to pick Sceptile or Blaziken or Gardevoir. We're going to pick Absol. Mega Absol. Shout out to Sebi. Now, favorite out of all of these, impossible. I'm going to pick Rayquaza. I mean, kind of Deoxys. This is impossible. Shadow Lugia is so cool, though. Oh, this is so hard. This is so tough. Favorite of all of these. It's going to be Rayquaza. Fine. It's gonna be Rayquaza. It has to be. This is tough, and we've already been doing this for over 30 minutes. So Gen 4. There's a lot of good picks there, but I'm gonna go Munchlax. What is this, man? There's nothing here. How did they not have more than like one line of fire type? It's insane. It's gonna be Infernape. Infernape's great. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, this is very difficult. I'm gonna pick Palkia, and then we're gonna go Torterra. We're gonna go. I love Electivire. If Luxray was Dark type, it'd be so much better. We're gonna go Electivire. We're gonna go Frostlass. We're gonna go Lucario. We're gonna go Toxicroak. Yeah, Toxicroak. Ground is gonna be Gliscor. Flying is gonna be Vespiquen. Psychic is gonna be. Well, there's not that many good psychic types. It's gonna be Ooh, Bug is going to be Vespiquen. This is going to be Gliscor. And then we can do Torterra here, and then we can pick... What, did we pick Leafeon? I really like Tangrowth. No, Did we pick a third evolution? Yeah, screw it. We're going to pick Leafeon. We're going to pick... Rampardos. And then we're going to pick... Giratina. We're going to pick Giratina. And then we're going to pick Primal Dialga, because that's the one from Mystery Dungeon. And then we're going to pick Darkrai. And then we're going to pick Empoleon, because it's, again, top 6 Pokemon. We're gonna pick Togekiss. We're gonna pick Empoleon. It's very hard this gen not to get any repeats. Mega Lucario for sure. I've already played Palkia. Oh man, I've already gotten all of them out of the way. There we go. We'll just pick Giratina twice. That's fine. It's a different form, so it's technically different. You know. Favorite. Ooh. We're gonna go with Empoleon. Yeah. We're gonna go with Empoleon. Ooh, that's so difficult. That's such a hard. Gen 4 is really hard because there's not much choice, and you end up going doubles on many of them. Like, we have two different forms here of Giratina, two different forms of Dialga. I'm just not someone who, there's not a lot of Gen 4. I have a lot of nostalgia for Gen 4, but when I look back at the Pokemon, there's a lot of Pokemon here that aren't as good as like. The gen isn't as good as I remember it in terms of variety. But yeah, this is definitely my list. Yeah, with no repeats. All right, there we go. Yeah, that sounds good. Gen 5. Now this is, why is there legs? What? Why is there legs? Okay, moving on. Really like these saws, Buck, I think they're called. Braviary is kind of overrated. I mean, they not much in it. I'm not gonna pick the legs. I'm gonna pick this one. Yeah, that one's cool. I think that's Winter. Gonna pick that. This is very, very hard. Bishop for Steel, Excavalier, I think that is for Bug, Scolipede, then that can be Larvesta. That's the first evolution. I can't remember what that one's called. Doesn't matter. Water, Sumarot, Virizion. It's got to be that. I mean, I don't know what that's called. White Curum, I think. What's that? Fighting? Wait, I didn't know those were fighting types. What the fuck? That's just a guy. What? I like the land form of whatever that's called. Landorus. Oh, the land form of Landorus. And I love the bird form of that one. It's got to be Reshiram, right? Because that's my favorite anyway. Oh yeah, there's only like one Mega. So I guess that's going to be it. Because the rest is, I don't know what the hell the rest is. That's like Gigantamax Garbodor or whatever, but no, it's got to be Mega Odino, I guess. Got to be Emboar, then Whimsicott. Yep. Dark type. Exorus, yeah, for sure. Or Chandelure. I think I like Chandelure a little bit more. Gigalith and ooh, what's that? Psychic type. Whoa, there's not that much. It's not that much there for Psychic, I gotta say. I don't really like any of these. I guess Sigalith, it kind of looks cool. I mean, that's kind of, some of these I genuinely really like, and then some of these are kind of like, eh. I think this one is probably my favorite, the bird, whatever this one's called. I have no idea, but I love the bird form of that. That's very cool. Okay, so Gen 5 is a bit more, you know, because I don't really have that much choice. Fine. Gen 6, I'm sure the gen of all the choices, which is great because it's the gen of so much variety. I get a lot of choice because I think all the megas are included, so we get to pick the megas if we can't figure out what to pick. But I'm gonna pick Diggersby because I love Diggersby. I think it's such a cool Pokemon. Slowbro, I love that. Almost none of it is gonna be Kalos. That's great. Sceptile, Ampharos, Mega Ampharos. Ooh no, because that's we can pick. We're gonna pick pick Houndoom there, Ampharos. See, I like Lucario or that, but pick Glalie, pick Mewtwo, yeah, Mewtwo X, Venusaur, Primal Groudon. So many bird types, but we can actually pick Veltal. We're gonna pick a Veltal there. I don't know what this black and gold Mewtwo is. Miramar, is it called? I think that is a really cool Pokemon. We're gonna go Mega Gardevoir, or yeah, we're gonna go Mega Gardevoir. We're gonna go Mega Beedrill. Tyranitar. I like me. I know, no Gen 6 Pokemon except Diggersby. Oh man, Dragon. Oh, let's do Dragon. Ooh, that one. Yep, Miramar. I think that's called Miramar. Maybe not. Pick Mega Scizor, yep, Xerneas, which I actually really like. Sebi hates it, but I think it's cool. Greninja, favorite legendary. I don't know what this Mewtwo is, but I'm picking it. That's sick. That's technically a different one, so we're picking it. Man, I gotta give Pidgeot some love. I think Pidgeot is fantastic, and I haven't picked it anywhere else, so that's the one we're picking. Favorite. Ooh, I don't know. That's a lot of really cool Pokemon, but we're gonna go Mega Rayquaza. It's gotta be Mega Rayquaza. Alright, we still haven't gotten any doubles. I don't know, Gen 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gen 6 Pokemon. 2 of them are legendaries, and 1 is a starter. Fantastic. Alright, Gen 7, the bear thing. The bear for sure. My normal types have almost all been bears or like. Alright, we're gonna keep going and see where we'll come back. Alright, that one, Gliscopod, because it's very cool. Wait, let's look at Bug first before I pick that. Oh, it's gonna be Buzzwole. Good. Psychic. Oh god, we'll get back to that. Electric. Alolan Raichu I think is cool. Decidueye for sure. Flying, we're gonna pick, I don't see how that's flying type, but sure. Whatever that is. And yes, I do remember them, I just don't know the names. Dugtrio with hair, fighting type. Oh, they're fighting type, the little bears? Chroma, I think that's what it's called. Alolan Ninetales. Ghost, we're gonna go with, Lunala. Dragon, we're gonna go with Guzzlord. No, we're gonna go with the Alolan Executor. Guzzlord, Solgaleo. Starter, it's Decidueye, obviously, but I'm just gonna pick Rowlet there. And then I'm gonna pick Decidueye there. And then I'll have to pick you. That's fine. I don't want to pick Primarina. I'm gonna go with this Ultra Necrozma, I think it's called. Cool, and then we'll pick regular Necrozma. Legendary, we're gonna pick whatever this cool, like, alternative color Magerna is. I really like that. I think that's very cool. Don't know what it is though. And then favorite of all of them. That's a very interesting list. I'm gonna go with the little bear. No, I'm gonna go with Decidueye. Decidueye is very cool. It's one of the best starters in the game. Like in all of the gens. Now this has Gigantamax. Oh my god, Hisuian Zoroark, obviously. What is this? Galarian, right? And that's Hisuian. It's gonna be Galarian, Arcanine. Oh man, with so many. There's so many. It's gonna be Hisuian Samurott. Oh, so many good ones. Hisuian Decidueye. Oh, the Gigantamax Venusaur. No, that one is gonna be Gigantamax Venusaur for sure. The Fat Pikachu. Gen 7 is really lacking compared to Gen 8. I guess because it has Hisuian and Galarian. The Big Lapras. Yep. Oh, it's gotta be, I love the ones with Zamazenta. Zamazenta without the shield. Slowpoke. Gotta pick Slowpoke there. Ursula, or whatever it's called, the bear. The Ursaring, but on four legs. Yeah, for sure. This, whatever. Oh, Corviknight is there. Oh, we have to wait for flying. There's so many good flying types there. Oh, there's so many good ones. Okay, we're gonna just eliminate the ones that we have. What if I pick fire type there? I pick you here. You actually kind of like it. Yeah. No, I do like it. Oh, Charizard. Yeah, Charizard. It is what it is. And then I'm gonna pick you, and then I'm gonna go pick in starters. We're gonna pick Samurott, and then man, this is difficult. There's so many good ones. You are actually better with the sword. That one just has a really cool color scheme, in my opinion. I still think the one with the shield is very cool. Corviknight, the big one especially, is so sick. Moltres can go there. This is hard. This is difficult. This is difficult. Dragapult. Yep, perfect. I can pick you here, and I can pick you there. Perfect. There we go. Nice. Sweet. I'm gonna pick Hisuian Zoroark. Even though there's so many cool ones here, like, I'm looking at all of them and I'm like, wow, I want all of them. They're so sick. Gen 8 actually has a lot of good stuff. The combination of the Hisuian stuff, there's so many Hisuian forms that I love. I love the Blood Moon form. That's gonna go first. That one. Walking Wake, I think it's called. I love all the fucking Paradox forms. They're so cool. I love Raikou, but I can't justify that long neck thing. I don't like it that much. That one is so cool. No, I gotta do it. Respect to the boys. I gotta just respect to the legendary dogs. They're so cool. Just wish they changed the Raikou one a little bit. A little bit. Not many good ice types, but I don't know really what this is. I can't really remember, but actually, as a meme, yeah, we'll pick Delibird. Fuck it. Let's pick Delibird. Okay, now, fighting types. We gotta pick the crazy, like, samurai glade, like, mecha samurai thing. Gotta pick the... I keep saying Larvesta, but that's not what it is. Volcarona. There we go. Volcarona. Paradox. The Mecha Hydreigon. You. Oh no, we're gonna pick Cloth. I don't know what they're called. So I really like that legendary, actually. I think it's a very cool legendary. Balian. Volodymyr. Oh, this is ending up, like, working out perfectly. Black Whooper. The other source book I like. And then just pick that there, so I don't have to pick the other starter, because I don't really like Emboar very much. There we go. That's much better. I feel better about that. Yeah, Gen 5 really has, like, no gimmick forms. Gen 5 remake's gonna be wild. Oh, I haven't picked the box legendaries. I think I like that one a little bit more. Yeah, that's the way we're gonna do it. That's the way we're gonna do it for sure. That's it. And then favorite out of all of those. Oh man. Oh man. That's gonna be... I couldn't pick between the dogs. I think I'd pick... Alright, now the time comes. We have all of our favorites here. Now the time comes to pick our favorite of each type, all the gens. This is gonna be very difficult. Ooh, I'm gonna pick the bear. I'm gonna pick... I just gotta do this quickly, because otherwise, if I don't do it quickly, I'm gonna think about it too much, and then it'll be too hard. I'm gonna pick Mega Blaziken. I'm gonna pick Suicune. I'm gonna pick Mecha Virizion. I'm gonna pick Raikou. I'm gonna pick Frostlass. I'm gonna pick Mecha Gardevoir. I'm gonna pick Nidoking. I'm gonna pick Groudon. I'm gonna pick. God, this is difficult. Oh, that's really hard. I'm gonna pick Alakazam. I'm gonna pick. Jeez, that's very difficult. Shadow Lugia. I mean, it's gotta be right. Scizor. Oh wait, no, wait. I might pick. Yeah, Scizor. Dragon Ball. Gengar. Oh man, that's just awful. There's so many good ones. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pick Umbreon. I'm gonna go here and I'm pick probably Dialga. Yep. No, I'm gonna pick Azumarill because it looks like a Kinder Egg. Favorite starter out of all of these, Empoleon. Yep, Empoleon. Favorite Giving Form is gonna be Charizard. I see Zoroark, but I'm gonna pick Charizard. Oh god. No, I'm gonna pick Zoroark, and I'm gonna pick Deoxys. Oh, yep. Favorite of all of them. Scizor. Oh, there's still one I needed to pick. Fuck. Rayquaza. There we go. All done. Now, we still have to do these. Favorite regional bird. That's just the first evolution. Talo. Mammal. The little rabbit thing. Bug. I don't care. Caterpie. Pseudo-legendary. Metagross. Pikachu clone. The fat Pikachu. Evolution. Umbreon. Favorite fossil. Armaldo. Never really been a fan of the fossil Pokemon. There's so many there. Zoroark. And I'm gonna pick Charizard. Gigantamax. The Kingler is actually really cool. Yeah, screw it. Kingler hasn't gotten any love. We're gonna pick it. Baby Pokemon. Elekid. Favorite box legendary. Oh my god. Rayquaza. Favorite mythical. Deoxys. Favorite Ultra Beast. I don't like any of them. Kartana, because I haven't picked it yet. I liked it. I do like it. Favorite Paradox. I like all of them. Favorite Pokeball. Ooh, that one. Spinda. No. Scizor. Umbreon. Decidueye. Kingdra. Alakazam. And I'd probably just grab Arcanine. There we go. Boom. Look at that team. So what have we got? Bug, Steel, Dark, Psychic, Fire, Water Dragon, and Ghost Grass. I think that goes hard. That's a good team, I think, personally. Let me know in the comments. Are you in agreement with my team? So that was me ranking every single one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, as long as you have a good time. Leave it in the comments what you think. I want to hear your favorite teams, your favorite typings, all that kind of stuff. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I just want to say before I end the video, I was going to make another one of these videos where I picked all my shiny Pokemon, but I thought, what's the point? You know, most shinies, especially when you're thinking of shinies in Gen 4, I don't like any of them, and I just thought, how about before we end the video, I just list all my favorite shinies, just so it's done. Just so I have done it, and I've listed them, and I don't have to think about it anymore, because I need to archive everything for some reason. It's why I didn't remove the Gen 9 video, because even though it has no sound, because I'm insane and I have to archive everything. I'll just put my favorite shinies right here. Green Ursaring, Black Charizard, Golden Ho-Oh, Golden Azumarill, Gold Gray Milotic, Pink Heracross, Pink Quagsire, Teal Sceptile. I don't know what color that is, but it looks like it's teal. Green Espeon, Black Umbreon, Black Rayquaza. With that, everything's good. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.